What began as a peaceful protest in a shopping center in Hong Kong turned into a violent scene. More shootings to report from Cincinnati. The first happened right outside Children's Hospital on Burnett Avenue. Details are limited. Is a biggin, as they say. Holy Batman, people around the world got in on the celebration of The Dark Knight, what cities did to mark 80 years of the comic. If you haven't made it over to Oktoberfest, you got one more day. It's fun for the entire family. Our Lauren Miner is downtown this morning. Lauren, what are people planning on getting themselves into today there? It's a tough week ahead for the Reds as they get ready to send off their beloved announcer, Marty Brennaman. And that's why you're a mixologist. So if somebody comes to see you, they're getting a story along with their cocktail. There's kind of a smaller pool of men, especially for the ladies out there.
It is. It's very small. You have all the women competing for the same group of men, and it's just like, well.
And so maybe they feel like they can get away with a little bit more than they should.
Right.
Happening right now, first responders are rescuing hundreds of people from flooding as Imelda hits Texas. The warning officials have for those residents.
I feel the school should have been shut down. All parents should have been notified immediately.
A BB gun found inside a CPS elementary school. Why some parents are now pushing for change.
And a live look right now. I-71 is a mess. A serious crash has this road shut down entirely. Rebecca's in, tracking the best way to get around.
This is Fox 19 Now.
That's a mess.
Yeah, we're talking about a couple of hour-long delays just to try to get north, crossing the river into downtown. Cincinnati police are investigating reports that a student exposed himself to younger kids at Kilgore Elementary School. Cincinnati Public Schools sending this letter to parents. It says the alleged incident happened in a bathroom this week. A younger student then told parents who told school officials. CPS says they are working to make changes to improve security, including limiting bathroom usage between grade levels.
Right now, the Ohio Department of Health says they're investigating several reports of severe lung disease because of vaping. They say there are 17 cases of that disease here in Ohio, 1 case in Butler County and 2 in Hamilton County. All of those people are being treated at hospitals around the state.
Ohio's top law enforcement official says any money that comes to Ohio from a settlement with OxyContin's maker needs to be spent locally to help try and fight the opioid epidemic. Attorney General Dave Yost tells Fox 19 Now that money needs to be spent in all 88 counties. He says many of the agencies fighting the opioid crisis are local and not statewide. That includes the foster care system, first responders, and the prosecutor's offices.
Well, some say it is the best weekend in the Queen City. Oktoberfest back and in full swing in downtown Cincinnati. And Maytal Levy is live with the latest.
Good morning. That's right. You know, right behind me, the roads are closed. Wanted to give you a view of this just because we have seen a lot of people trying to drive through here. So I think it's important to mention, if you didn't get the memo already, Oktoberfest has taken over downtown Cincinnati, specifically over 2nd and 3rd Streets between Walnut and Elm Streets. This is kicking off at 11 o'clock this morning. So that part is new because usually it starts on Friday at 5 p.m. Right now it is starting at 11 a.m. The mayor called it a half-day holiday. So if you're trying to get out of work early, maybe you got an excuse there. And if you didn't know, Oktoberfest in Cincinnati, the 2nd largest Oktoberfest in the country, according to event organizers. Again, fun starts today with games at the main stage, which is at 2nd and Elm Streets. There will be live music, 5 different beer gardens, and 4 festival tents. So if you can only imagine the array and amount of beer here and wine, and of course, good German food, the classics, schnitzel, spatzel, bratwurst, zgetta, and maybe you're, topping that off with a strudel. But really, there will be something for everyone here. The races are also tomorrow, the 7K, 14K. You can walk or run. You can finish it off with a free beer as part of that race. Lots of things happening. The chicken dance is tomorrow night as well. And there's all sorts of food if maybe German food isn't your thing. But again, keep that in mind that the times are different. You can get your lunch here this afternoon when it opens at 11. We'll send it back to you.
Maytal, thank you.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be awesome. Yeah. Well, this guy, one of the most well-known voices here in Cincinnati, Marty Brennaman's career is coming to a close and people are celebrating.
Yeah, well, we've got some details on how you can make his last week very special.
Yeah.
That's when we come back. He's a legend. Let's give you a live look at the roadways, that continued parking lot type situation there on Columbia Parkway to try to get onto 71 North. If you're coming off the Brent Spence Bridge, you're going to want to just keep going straight on 75 northbound or get into downtown a different way, the 5th Street exit, a River Road exit. And then you'll also want to consider some other detours if you're on the more eastern side of town trying to cross the Big Mac Bridge. You got major delays out there because of a pedestrian involved accident at 71 northbound at Reading Road. It is shut down. We'll have much more coming up.